study, to clean, to pray, to recite the Quran, and desperately need some motivation, then keep on watching this video, it might benefit you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there are two blessings which many people waste, health and free time. One of the reasons why we waste our time and energy is because of demotivation. To stay motivated is not only something beneficial in this dunya, but Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that on the day of resurrection, we will be asked about our life. How did we spend it? Do we want to say, Ya Allah, I spent it laying in my bed and watching TikTok the whole day, or scrolling down Instagram pictures, or playing PlayStation? We will be asked about our skills, our talents and knowledge. Did anyone benefit from it, or did we just waste them because of laziness and demotivation? Today I will give you 5 points which will inshallah help you to stay motivated. So continue watching. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that once we enjoy doing something, it becomes easier. That's something you all know. It's nothing new. And why is that? Because once we enjoy something, that enjoyment is dopamine, and dopamine is our motivation. So that means if I'm lazy to study or work or just clean the house, whatever it is, if I want to be motivated, I need to enjoy it. But who wakes up in the morning and says, yes, I'm so excited, I've got work today. Oh my God, wow, I've got cleaning today. Hardly anyone. No one's going to wake up in the morning and feel so happy to clean the house. I don't know anyone who would be happy for that. Do you? No, we need motivation. And the key to that is just start the action. But to start the action, there's one thing you must remember. You need to remove all sorts of distractions. No mobile phone. Anything that distracts you, remove that. Give it less time, but full attention. That's the key. Less time, as much as you want to, totally up to you. Don't think I have to spend the whole day doing this, but whatever time you're going to give this activity, full attention. Because when we give full attention to anything, we are most likely going to enjoy it. And once we enjoy something, that's our dopamine, and that's our motivation. So for example, if you are lazy at Salah, you want to pray on time, but you just always become lazy, take the first action. And maybe that is to go and do wudu. So once you're in the state of wudu, you'll be like, why shall I delay Salah? I might just pray it on time. Or you're being lazy and you need to study. Just open the books. But remember, no distractions. So put the mobile phone away. So if it's just you and your books and no other distraction, then you're likely going to start to study. So the first step is just to start the action without any distraction. So let's move on to step 2, and that is to train your brain to appreciate yourself. Once you've taken an action, don't say to yourself, this is not enough. Instead, say to yourself, yes, I've achieved something today which I didn't achieve yesterday. I am making progress in life. So for example, when I'm memorizing some surahs of the Quran, instead of saying to myself, Saiqa, you are going too slow, I say to myself, Alhamdulillah, I have achieved something today which I didn't have yesterday. So don't underestimate the small steps you take in life, but always remember, no distraction and full attention is the key. And once your brain starts to acknowledge your self-development, then that is going to make you happy. And remember, happiness is dopamine, and dopamine is motivation. The third step is to choose the right company. Whatever your goal is you want to achieve, but you are lazy, then surround yourself with people who have the same goals but are motivated. For example, if you want to do well in studies but you're feeling lazy, then be in the company of those students who are A-grade students, because they will motivate you. Don't be in the company of the D-grade students, because together you all are demotivated. Or for example, you want to pray Salah but you're a bit lazy, then be in the company of those who pray salah regularly, because they will just give you reminders all the time. They'll ask you, what's the time for salah? Where's the qibla? Oh, I need to go and do wudu. So these are reminders. Or for example, if you want to wear the hijab but you're finding it very difficult, be in the company of those sisters who wear hijab. The company will make it easier for you to wear hijab. So always choose the right company. The fourth step is do what you decide to do. Your decisions are very important because your decisions are internal to you, and something that's internal, we feel in control. And once we feel in control because of our choices, our decisions, we are more likely to feel motivated in comparison if others force their decisions on us. But there are some things we need to understand. Just because something has externally been decided for us doesn't mean it's always wrong. For example, if your parents have decided a certain subject, for you to study, and you're good at that subject, but you're feeling demotivated because you feel like it's not my decision. But maybe you're feeling demotivated because you don't really understand the decision of your parents. Maybe you don't really understand how important that subject is for your future, how many career options you can have with that subject. So maybe your knowledge about that subject is limited and you need to increase the knowledge on that subject, because if your knowledge has increased, that will help you to feel motivated. Or for example, my salah example again, if you're feeling lazy when it comes to praying salah on time, maybe you actually need to increase your knowledge about the virtues of salah. So once your knowledge on salah increases, inshallah you'll be able to make that decision internally that I want to pray salah because I want all of these virtues in my life, and that will inshallah help you to feel motivated. Finally, our fifth and last point, have some sort of reminders. Have physical signs and reminders everywhere. You must have heard of the saying, out of sight, out of mind. We don't want that. We want things to be inside, so they are in our mind. So for example, when I used to be a student and I had to memorize ahadith and du'as, I used to write them and stick them everywhere in my room. And that's how I remembered them. Or if you need to do house chores, just make a list of them and stick it on the fridge. You're going to open and close the fridge the whole day, and that sign is going to remind you of what things you need to do. I hope this video was beneficial and see you all soon. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.